What's up, everybody on the interwebs? This is the Project M podcast full of burping. And I am Trevor42532, and with me is Bryson, and then with me also is with Bobby. And our first, or not really first, is it? No.
You're supposed to let him say hi.
Second guest.
Our second-ish guest, but you wouldn't even know if you weren't there, so, is
First official guest.
Yeah, because the other guys...
I'm trying to introduce someone here.
Sorry, we never uploaded that podcast episode. This is gonna be interesting. This is really going to be an interesting episode. Anyway.
Anyway, his name is, or his net name, or freaking whatever, I forget what it's called, but it's the name that he uses on the internet. It's WakaWakaZing.
Dude, what's your real name, though, man? What's your real first name, bro? I mean, do you mind?
Hunter.
Hunter? Oh, okay. But I'm going to call you Waka anyway, because I like that better.
Yeah, I like that better, too.
You should dude, you should legally change it, man. You should legally change your name to WakaWakaZing.
He's going to the gas station. What's your name, sir? Waka Waka.
And they're like, really? What's your name? Are you fooling me? They'd always...
What's your middle name?
Zing.
No, okay, your first name? Hey, Waka, your first name? Waka, your middle name, Waka, your last name, Zing. WakaWakaZing.
What's your last name, sir? As you're filling out like your driver's license thing, it's like Zing.
Zing.
So Waka Waka
Zing. They're like, oh, Mr. Zing.
And when they say it, they have to pronounce it this way. Zing.
Bazinga.
Bazinga. So, yeah. Hey, guys, let's talk about games. Let's get into games. You want to? Let's get that over with. Since Bobby's here and you three are going to want to talk about it more than I want to.
Pokemon.
No, we don't have to start with Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Apparently we need to. So we're going to ask you, Waka, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Scyther.
What's Scyther?
Scyther's pretty cool.
What's Scyther? It's kind of a bad time to ask about Scyther. Unless you want me to go on the internet and give you pictures, and we're gonna sit here like, Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
What's your favorite game, though, that might have that Pokemon on it? What is it called?
Favorite? What? My favorite game ever?
Yeah. Or just, no, your favorite Pokemon game. My bad. I'm sorry.
Pokemon.
Favorite Pokemon game? Silver.
Silver? Cool.
Yeah.
Should be gold. What the heck is this?
Yellow is
a...
Gold.
Yellow is a close second.
Thanks, man. I'm going to go look at that. Hey, Bobby, what's your favorite one again?
What? My favorite Pokemon?
Yeah.
Pachirisu.
Pachirisu? I like the name.
Pachirisu.
How do you say it?
I say Pachirisu, but I say Pachirisu.
Pachirisu. I like the way you say it.
I had a D in it.
Okay.
It's like Pikachu, but not like completely overrated.
Yeah, it's like Pikachu, but like a squirrel, not like a mouse.
Well, and then I think Waka and all you guys have been trying to convert me over to the Pokemon religion. So
You do.
I need to. I need to get into it.
It's about time you do.
Start with second gen.
Well, Waka, I've already got all the games on the emulators for, like the GBA. And where Bobby and Trevor have been arguing about which ones I should start first.
Second gen. Silver or gold. Either one.
Gold.
I'm going to see what I have
I like
hard drive, so I'd have to go over my...
It depends on if you like Lugia or Ho-Oh first.
Get Ho-Oh. It doesn't really matter.
I like Bobby.
No, because you get both of them.
Is that a picture?
No, but you have to beat Ash. Ash is like a dickwad, though.
You mean Red?
I don't like him.
His name isn't Ash on the games, it's Red. And the manga, it's Red.
How do you say that again, Bobby?
Pachirisu.
Pachirisu. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
No, I'll just give you a link and you can keep on talking.
I already did.
Or whatever.
We're good.
You beat me to it. No!
So, hey, Waka, what age were you, or how old were you when you started getting into Pokemon? I mean...
It was my very first game that I've ever gotten.
Oh, really? Did you think it was cool at first? I mean, just right off the bat, did you love it, or did it take you...
Yeah.
Get into it? Cool.
Yeah, but how old were you when you first started Pokemon?
Well, I think the first time I remember it was in first grade when I was 7.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I was a little bit older. That's cool. What was your first game that you got as a kid? That your first...
I just told you.
First Pokemon game is Yellow. Didn't you hear?
Yellow?
Yeah.
I didn't...
That was my very
Yellow.
first video game ever.
Really? That's
cool. Best.
That's not the best, but that's his first video.
Gold's better.
So it kind of means more to him since it's his first one. What was your first one, Trevor? First video game that you ever got? Ever.
First video game I ever played or got?
Ever got. You ever owned.
Well, when the first game that I personally owned, it was more than one. It was my Super Nintendo, and then Zelda: Link to the Past, Super Mario World, and what's the third one? I forgot the third one. It's those two. I don't know. I forgot the third one.
Oh, that's cool. What's the first game you've ever played?
First game I've ever played.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a clue because I've been playing games on the computer for
It's kind of hard.
ever and ever and ever and ever. I don't know.
It's kind of hard to give somebody like a definite answer. You know.
I've probably been playing computer games in my cousin's Nintendo ever since I was 3.
So, Waka, what are you drinking over there, man? I heard you open like a can.
Oh, Pepsi.
Pepsi, dude, that stuff has way too much carbonation in it. I like Coke better.
Yeah.
I like.
Oh, you're saying that Pepsi has too much Cola's just nasty.
What about?
I don't like.
What about Coke?
I don't like Coke that much though because it burns your mouth.
Yeah, Coke's burny.
Coca-Cola, you mean? And Rich? Okay. Now, see, I like Coke better, but I like Pepsi.
No, he's talking cocaine.
Oh no, now that.
I was talking about that. Hey, dude, Coke technically had crack in it. Used to. So.
When it was first made,
Yes. That's what I heard.
So was it too far out there? Anyway.
No, you weren't.
Anyway.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't.
You're about 50 years off.
When I was like in 7th grade, which is like that's what you should tell every 7th grader is that Coke used to have crack in it.
Don't think 50 years off and I shove my foot up your ass, Trevor. Okay. Hey, Trevor, did you hear the book? Did you hear the name of the book that my foot wrote? It's called On the Road to My Foot Up Your Ass. Sorry, I had to say that on here.
By Miles. By Miles' foot.
Yeah, by Miles' foot. Anyway.
Don't even get started on the book that Adam Agro wrote with his foot.
What did he... Oh, I don't want to know. Do you know the name of it? Or
Put you in timeout. That's what it is.
he put me in timeout with his foot?
Yeah,
More
he
like
kicked you.
More like with the finger of his... There. You know what's funny is because my last name is Rogers. It has an S on it, so if I want to show, possession, you know how you put like a...
Apostrophe yes, and then you just put an apostrophe.
Apostrophe after the S?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. It's not Rogers's.
Yeah, I know. It's like, or do I just put it between the R and the S? It's Roger still. But it sounds like you're saying Rogers. It's Roger.
Yeah, it's Rogers, not Rogers's. But you just say Rogers.
And
Rogers is.
Apostrophe after the S. Okay.
Why are we talking grammar right now?
Because I was curious. Every time I think about
I thought
that.
we were talking about video games.
Hey.
I know. I
Project-
never even got to give my answer,
This is Project Madness podcast, guys.
Well, what about Bobby?
Man,
Bobby feels left out on this Pokey talk.
Okay,
Exactly.
Bobby,
How does he feel
first-
left out? You write you write fanfic on Pokemon. How are you left out?
Hey, Bobby, I got a question for you, okay? I got 2 questions, okay? What's the first game you ever played? And what's the first Pokemon game that you've ever played?
I didn't answer the Pokemon part.
Okay, you can do that. Go ahead.
All right, cool.
Let me get to Bobby. But
Gold,
hurry up.
because Gold's awesome.
Okay, go. Go, Bobby.
Well, the first game I've ever played was when I was 5. My parents got me a Game Boy Color, and they got me Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. So I played that, and I died a lot.
That game is awesome. I had
It
that one
is.
too when I got my Game Boy
Agree,
Color.
I had that game.
I lost it though.
If
I still
anybody,
have mine.
if anybody feels left out, it's me because I don't play all these Pokemon games, so
Okay.
I'm
Get a Game
And
Boy
then-
Color.
kind of an outcast. I can
And
fix
then
that. I'm just saying.
Anytime he wants.
My first
That's the thing.
Pokemon game that I
I just
ever
haven't had.
got.
Sorry.
My first Pokemon game that I ever played, also for the Game Boy Color, Pokemon Silver, because Pokemon Silver is awesome.
Why does everybody play Silver, and then I'm the only one who ever played Gold?
I couldn't even read the words, so my mom had to read it, and she ended up playing most of it. But then when I could read, I ended up playing it. So.
Hey, Trevor, why would you say Gold's better than Silver?
Because it has a higher value on the market today.
Because no one liked
Doesn't mean
it.
the game experience.
Right, because no one liked it, so there was no demand for it, so there's less made.
I don't know. I don't care. It's more rare than.
Actually, don't you think a more...
And it has the color of the cartridge is a lot awesomer. It's not just a plain old gray with
Awesomer?
sparkles.
Awesomer?
It actually has its own color plus the sparkles instead of just a Game Boy Color or original Game Boy cartridge gray with sparkles on it.
Hey, Trevor,
Oh yeah,
what do you
well, my
think
Super
that-
Mario Bros. Deluxe is clear.
What do you think that a game that is more liked would have more of a demand for it, though?
Yeah,
Exactly.
So,
but I don't really care
By
because Gold's
supplier?
better in my eyes because I played it when I was a kid.
wouldn't a game
It's
that has,
nostalgia.
So wouldn't
Exactly.
a game that has a higher demand have its likes more than gold have a higher price? Because more people
No.
then they
No,
run.
there's more there. There's more to sell. So it's
Actually, I
not.
think crystal is
Depends on the supply.
more rare to find and more
Yeah,
valuable
Crystal
because
because it's Game Boy Color in it. No one had a Game Boy Color. They all had to
and
play.
it was the first Pokemon to have a girl that you could pick a girl, and it had animations
Well,
in better color.
so is gold on Game Boy Color or what?
It's Game Boy Color and it's compatible with the Game Boy Color on the Game Boy and the Game Boy Pocket.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Is it really?
Yeah, Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver are the kind of carts that are designed for Game Boy Color. They have the color code in it, but it didn't have quite the CPU demands and stuff, so it's still runnable on the old games in black and white. Although a little bit slower. Like when you're looking at Pokédex entries, I can tell there's a noticeable slowerness to it.
Guys, there's
Anyway, so guess what? When I got my Pokemon game, you know the stairs you're supposed to go down in the first room.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bookcase, and I was walking around my room for the first half hour or hour that I was playing it.
Yeah, I
And
couldn't find
remember
the
that.
stairs either. Yeah.
They should have made it stick out like on the original ones, but I don't really give a crap. Who agrees that Sir Bryce over here shall get a Game Boy Color for $7?
Yes.
Yeah.
Get the
Literally,
purple
they're
sticker.
only like $7.
Yeah, they're only $7.
Atomic purple.
Atomic purple, yes. Well, like
Mine's
oh,
green.
Maybe it was like
Mine's
$50.
teal.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. It's the
teal
teal.
one.
It's the green blue one. Yeah.
You don't get the green one. The green one looks like someone puked on it. I swear. Like, green's awesome. Only the dark, deep grass green. But if you have like a pukey bright green, it's like
Oh no.
puke.
Oh God, no! I saw a modded one on eBay that you can buy for like $10. It's just the only thing that's different is that where it says the battery life, the red light that's really bright.
You turn
It's
it
just
into
the
green.
modded the color that's the color of the Game Boy.
oh, that's
There's a blue one.
Dude,
and then
that's
there's
pretty
a green
cool.
one.
I could do
Yeah,
that
you
myself.
can change the color of the light on the Game Boy.
You have to open it up
Yeah.
and desolder the light and then solder a new one in.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
kind
you
of like
can-
how on my Xbox it's modded Waka, you can change the color of it. So every time I turn it on, it's red by default. So people will go, oh,
Red
ring.
ring,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Trevor.
Yeah,
it's
but that has that built in. You don't have to go and actually mod the light, like physically modify it.
But it's just
Yeah.
that you just reminded me of that. I know you don't have to physically modify it.
Yeah,
I was freezing my butt off.
you
man.
can pretty much modify anything.
Yeah, some people
How'd you
take
know you're-
out the Game Boy and take a Game Boy SP and take the LED Game Boy
Oh,
SP
yeah.
screen and put it in the Game Boy Color.
Or you
So
can
you
just
have
import
an
a,
LED game.
or you could just import a Game Boy Light from Japan.
You know what
Yeah.
I wish the Game Boy Advance would have had a lit screen. That would have been a lot better. I know
Well,
the
the SP did.
SP did.
You
That
know
was
what
The
I want?
SP is awesome though.
I want
It
the
is, I
Game
have
Boy
one.
Advance SP with the NES edition, so it has the NES coloring to it.
Yeah.
Oh
I see
yeah,
that.
that
Entertainment
one's
system.
cool.
You guys know
Mine-
how much those
Mine's
are
the
going on?
lightning
Okay.
blue.
Yeah.
They had
Um,
exclusive to like other countries, but they had a Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories version, a Game Boy SP that came out. Yeah.
That's in
It had the
Japan,
Kingdom
right?
Hearts logo on the front.
That's in Japan, right?
I think it might have been in Europe. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I remember people walking around with Pokemon edition Game Boy Colors with like Pikachu on the front and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they sell that on eBay for like tons of money.
I know. I remember like going to like family
Ton.
reunions and people having those. I'm like, I have a regular purple one.
I wish.
Yeah.
It's
I'm trying to find a used one online. I can't even find anything. Looks like
I'll
I'm
follow
gonna.
you, Johnny,
I'll look
first.
on eBay for you.
are they hard to find? Because I searched
Oh,
Game
no,
Boy
no.
Advance SP. I just
No,
want
they're not.
that'd be cool.
Oh, the NES Advance.
Yeah. Or you know what? I'd almost
Oh,
rather
yeah,
get
those
I'd almost rather get a Nintendo like DS. That the older ones that could play both. Where you could play Game Boy.
Yeah, the
Advance
DS
and
Lights.
Yeah, I'd rather almost get one of those. So that's
Well-
a DS Lite.
But the DS Lite can't play Game Boy Color and Game Boy games.
No, it
Well,
can't play
Yeah,
Game Boy
no,
Color.
it can't.
I'm talking about the original DS that could, not the
It
DS.
No,
can't.
I
Actually, the
have it.
original
It
DS, the fat one I've had, it only plays
I
Game Boy
have
Advance,
it.
not Game Boy Color or Game
Yeah,
Boy.
Yeah.
a DS won't play Game Boy Color games ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Any DS.
Okay. So I'd have to get a PS. I'd have to go with the.
You'd have to get a DS Lite, and then you'd also have to get an SP, at least.
Okay. Wow, that's cool. $76. Crap, they must
Yeah,
be rare.
those ones are expensive, but that one's in nice condition if you look at it. It's a NES edition Game Boy Advance SP. Isn't that the version that has the backlight or the front light? I think it has the front light.
So it is backlit then. It's backlit.
No, not all Game Boy Advance SPs. There's the 100 version, and then there's the 101 version. The 101 version has the backlight that backlights the whole screen. It's all bright.
Yeah.
But then if you turn the backlight off or play it in the sunlight, it's really dark. But then there's the 100 version, I think it's called, that has the front light that can actually be turned off, and then it still looks like a regular Game Boy screen, so you can play it in the sunlight. But it
Yeah,
still
I
has
have that one.
Yeah.
So so which one is the one that has the backlit LCD? Sorry, I was
The 101 or something like that.
101. Is this one that he sent me? The one?
No, that's the front lit version, but it still has the light in it, so you can play it in the dark.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, guys,
So anyway, back to what you guys were talking about. Just pissed.
Want to know something really random?
Yeah, sure. This is a random podcast.
In my hands right now is a sound card that's an ISA sound card from back with the 486s and the Pentiums, and it's over half a foot long,
Holy crap.
and it's humongous. And I'm just looking at it. So back onto the Pokey Talk or whatever.
Dude, it's a half a foot long. Holy.
It's over a half a foot long.
Dude, Trevor, what'd you say? ISO?
ISA.
Oh, weird.
It's industry standard adapter or something. I don't know. I forget what the last letter. It's industry standard something.
That's bigger than your video.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I found a Nintendo Game Boy Color Pokemon Pikachu edition with a yellow edition for
Alright.
$36 plus $5.99.
Game Boy Color.
It's got 18 bits on it, but it has on the sides of the screen. It has one second, it's loading.
Is it the purple?
Converse.
I like this
No,
one.
it's the yellow one. It's the
Give 'em
yellow
the
one that's
purple.
cut on the back to blue or something like that. And the joy pad things are blue. The B button is green and the A button's red, which
I
they
just
didn't do
found-
that to any other ones. And in the
That's cool.
bottom right side there's a Togepi, and then on top of it there's a Jigglypuff. And then there's Pikachu in the bottom left. And then the power button where the light is, there's a Pokeball around it.
Hey, check out the link I just sent. It's a atomic purple Game Boy. Well, it has like 15 bids or something, 16 bids, but it comes with Pokemon Gold and all that. Dragon Ball Z, yeah. That NASCAR came with a Rumble pack on it. We had to put the AAA battery in. Yeah.
This Game Boy Color you're talking about, or the
The Game Boy Color.
well, dang, dude, I like the look of this NES.
Oh,
Let me take
yeah.
it.
That one's all clear and stuff.
The
Yeah,
atomic
my
purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, the atomic purple is clear. I have it right here.
dude, that's what my sister
I only
got.
have the teal one.
Yeah,
It's exactly.
I only
what
have
my
two.
sister's got right there.
I should start getting more of them.
$10. That's not bad. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
they're really
SP.
cheap.
Well, actually, here's one that doesn't has one bid, and it's like $5, but it doesn't come with any games right here.
Okay, so that's the reason why that's a little higher. But
Yeah, that one's gonna go up to about like 30 or 40 with all those games, possibly with all those crazy bidders. Because there's 16 bidders right there.
Well, it makes
Yeah,
sense that
We'll
this.
get crazy on bidding and stuff.
The bid wars with 16 people. Oh boy.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, like I bid way too much one time for something, and I was like, "Someone please outbid me," but it was at $28, and my max was 36, and you can't bring down your max, and I was like, "Shit, no one's gonna outbid me." And then with 5 minutes left, someone outbids me. I'm like, "Yes, thank you." At like
Well, what was it?
37.01. I think it was like, it was a bundle for Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Rechain of Memories.
Oh, isn't that
Paid
what
way
you
too
were
much.
buying right now with the PS2 or something? Or is
No,
that
I got a
something?
different bundle now.
Well, you got a different bundle, but that is like when you're trying to
Yeah.
buy what you're trying to buy.
You know,
Yeah, that's right when I lost that, or I got too much up there, so I didn't want to pay for it either way. But that's when I posted on Skype when I was so pissed that I was like, "Someone please, just give me a free Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Just give me it free." And then so, thank God I won that already though. Bobby, you're never here to talk to me. You hate me because I never talk to you. But
Apparently.
I was talking to those guys last night that I won a bid on my birthday. I won a
Well, he was
Well,
asleep or something.
Yeah, I go to bed so early anyway, because when we're doing.
Oh yeah, he's got a bedtime. That's why I usually talk
Which
to you guys
sucks.
really late.
But no,
But I got
go ahead.
no. You go ahead. 'Cause
No, I was
wanna-
gonna say.
No,
it's
you
like,
go ahead. No, you
Do you
go.
ever bid to see how just to get them to pay a higher price? Like, let's say you started a bid, but then you didn't actually want it, but then you got a really competitive bidder, like this guy that you were talking about. But then you just keep bidding to see how far you can get them to pay. You know what I mean? But then
Yeah,
you
that's
stop. But it's kind of a gamble.
Yeah, because you might
I've
end up with
bidded
some junk.
I've bidded on an item, lost the item, and then it was like, second chance, do you want it? And I was like, no.
Oh, that's funny.
So you can actually back out of it if you don't want it. That's kind of nice.
No, because I lost it. But
You can make
that
a,
was the
like,
one what was I
or
bidding against?
it's kind of an a-hole move to do, but you can make a eBay account just to bid on stuff, but not put a PayPal to it.
I
So like
remember what
rise it ends, like you don't pay for it. I think
Yeah.
people do that.
I was
do that with
bidding
expense.
for EDF. Remember when I was bidding for EDF, and then I got back on his stream, and I was like, wow, because my max bid was $5.50, and the dude won it for $5.50, and I was so pissed. So then I just bought a different version, like right off the bat, just sort of like, yeah, I'm just gonna get a
Buy it
different one.
now.
So I already bought it, and then he was like, do you want a second chance? I was like, too bad, I already have it.
Yeah, but the problem is that it came in with a ruined case.
Yeah.
Dude, that
It sucks.
sucks.
Dude, I
But
wouldn't mind
it
getting
was
that.
brand new. It was brand new though.
Brand spanking new, but broken. That
Dude, there's
you should got your money back or something. Or,
Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to talk. Oh, I thought you
I
did
don't
earlier. I was
support
like,
Link.
what the hell? Okay, anyway, Trevor, you think Nintendo would know better? You think they would try to fix that problem that you were talking about? How you close the lid
Well,
and loosen
well,
the
in their second,
Well,
that was like a black DS, right? Like one of the original 3 that came out, and the
Yeah.
next one's like the Cobalt and the
Yeah,
other one.
they sort
They
of
didn't
fixed
do
it,
that.
but-
Yeah, they didn't do that because my
Well,
Cobalt one's still fine.
You know what kind of connectors they use for the top screen? It's like the ribbon connectors that have like the little clamps that come down to it. It doesn't really have like a plug at the end or anything. You just gotta undo the clamp and just sort of reseat it, and it'll just be fine. I've done that before.
Oh.
Oh.
I had to fix what was it? One of my sister's friends' DS by doing
How
that.
do you take the top off without breaking it?
Did I?
You know
Oh, I
those
need to show
rubber
you guys
pads
this.
inside.
What?
You know those rubber pads inside. You gotta take those off with like a pokey kind of tool.
Pokey kind
Oh.
of tool. I
don't
got one
know
of
what
those
they're
in my
called.
pants.
I need
Well,
to show you
it's
guys
got to be
this.
smaller than
This
that.
is
Wait, never mind.
sweet.
Yours is small enough.
I've got a
They
pokey
have-
tool in my pants. Sorry.
They exclusively sold a 3DS in UK. It's for 175 pounds, which is approximately
Like 300.
200
$271.
$271.16, and it's got a toad pattern on the front of it.
That's cool.
Like
A
it's
toad?
like supposed to be Mario. Yeah, it's supposed to be like Mario type of based, and it's got a
Oh.
toad. It's like
Oh,
all
toad.
red, and then it's got white spots on it. It's sweet.
Interesting,
cool.
but I don't know if that's worth 300. That's probably a mod one, ain't it?
No, they
Wow.
released it. It's a special limited edition. There's a box for it too.
Can you even mod those things anyway?
No,
I mean,
Well,
hack 'em?
you can or
It'll
hack
probably
3DSs?
be
Like you could
it'll
PSP?
probably be region locked. Though.
Actually, the 3DS was hacked about 2 weeks before it was released. So
That's insane. I kind of
I'm
makes you
not-
wonder
I'm
if
not
an
even
employee
joking.
did it. You know what I mean? How did
no,
somebody
it
get their hands on it?
it got leaked out. Some dude took off with them or something like that, and
Oh.
that ended up happening.
You know what that reminds me of? The one guy that left that app, the brand new iPhone, in a restaurant or a bar.
Yeah.
Remember when somebody took off? It was like, really? How dumb are you? And you wonder if they did it on purpose. You know what I mean? And then the one website got a hold of it, and then what happened? Did they
Whoa.
force the article to? Did they remove that article? You know what I mean? 'Cause
Well,
they
I
had
didn't
already
force remove the article. That got leaked, and so that information just there.
Yeah, that's one
But-
thing about the internet.
So I like about-
3DS. That's what I'm gonna probably get that this weekend, and then I'm gonna
3DS.
get a couple games. Maybe I'm gonna pre-order. First thing I'm doing is pre-ordering Dream Drop Distance.
Or you
Obviously.
should save your money for a nicer laptop.
Well, I'm
That's
doing
right.
that, but I mean,
Common
like
sense.
my mom
got-
told me
you gotta
that
have a
we're gonna go
3DS,
get something.
man.
Oh, guess who poked me? Trevor Boners. I thought you were done with that shit, man. Okay.
Nope.
Anyway.
Nope. Anyway, yeah. I've heard that the first batch of 3DSs that came out felt really cheesy. I got mine last year, and mine's not like that. I was talking to what was it, Dan's Game Corner earlier today on Skype, and apparently when he like plugged his 3DS in, he got one from launch. It like got really hot to the touch. That's really screwed up. And then like everything was felt cheesy. I've never really haven't noticed that at all.
Cheesy?
Yeah, it felt kind of flimsy. Like if you like
Oh.
kind of squeezed it a little bit, it would like bend.
So like the plastic melted.
Okay,
Yeah, like
guess
the
what?
plastics or something.
Guess what Devin Carter told me, okay? He said, hey, on Facebook. I said, what's up? He said, hey, you want to know what fish like? And I was like, what, a firecracker up their ass? He's like, no, puked up fried chicken. I was like, gross.
Okay, what was what like?
Oh, he said, you want to know what fish like? And I was like, what, a firecracker up their ass? And he replied back, he's like, puked up fried chicken. And he's like, ... gross.
What he would know because
Yeah,
he
that was,
probably did.
I know, it's just this kid just, it's like every time he talks to me, dude, Walker, he's just one of those kids that you just don't know if he's like all mentally there. And he's always talking about nasty things. He's got one of those minds. Kind of like...
he's one of those creepers.
Hey, did you guys know they're going to make an iPad mini? It's going to be between... So basically, you have an iPod...
That
iPod
defeats the purpose of an iPad.
Yeah, it's like... It's not a tablet. It's not a phone. What the hell is it? It's like a medium-sized iPod.
It's a red-headed stepchild.
Yes. The iPad series. And eventually, I am going to bring up Windows 8.
It's the bastard child of the iPad and the iPod.
Trevor, I'm going to go to Best Buy tomorrow and see what the hell everybody is talking about.
Well, I don't think they would have one yet.
Didn't you say that you went there and that's how you messed with it?
With an iPad 3.
No. Windows 8.
Oh yeah, Windows 8. Yeah, they had one of those all-in-one PCs that had like a monitor and the computer built in, and it had touchscreen. They had Windows 8 on it, but the touchscreen wasn't even functioning correctly, so I was baloney.
It's a display item, so it's never going to work correctly. But you know what? Windows 8 is always going to be nice if it's on a tablet and only if you have a touch display. You know, but other than that, dude, you knew I was going to bring this up. So what do you think of it, man?
It's for a tablet. Look at it, people. If you're going to install this on your fully fledged like gaming PC or something, there's something wrong with you. How do you stand this? Let's see how big the buttons are. How do you do that with a mouse? Can't you just get your start menu and click on the small icons? It's ridiculous. I don't.
My thoughts exactly.
I'm not the target audience apparently, but really, if you're that should be like the phone, like a Windows phone or Windows tablet operating system, not a fully fledged PC operating system. I don't understand.
What else makes me
Windows
mad is
phone.
I feel like Apple and Microsoft are trying to argue that we're in the post-PC world, that we're just moving on from desktops, laptops, and all this.
Oh, I don't think so.
Really? Like, really? And it's
What, are we going to get our iPads and play frickin' Crysis on them? I mean, my goodness.
No, they can't even though it has a fucking quad core, doesn't mean it's going to handle the awesome
Dude,
graphics.
those quad cores, 1 gigahertz, no, they won't even stand up to a PC.
I mean,
I'm going to sit there and I'm going to play Skyrim on an iPad.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I challenge
no,
people
no.
with an iPad to go a week just using their iPad to see if they, if they can do everything they need to do on that iPad just alone. You know what I mean?
No, they can't. If they want to type a document, good luck on that thing.
Oh my
Well,
god.
it comes with a keyboard. It comes with a keyboard.
And no, what keyboard on the screen? You can't type on a screen. There's no tactile
it
feedback.
comes with a physical...
No, you can like plug in a keyboard. It's like...
Yeah, but still, it's a freaking iPad.
Guess how much it is? It's like $80.
Oh, an $80 keyboard. That's just hooray.
If they had a docking station where you could plug it in and have a mouse, have a keyboard, that'd be okay. But still.
Yeah, but still, it's underpowered, especially for the price. Maybe just get like a Galaxy, Samsung, whatever, freaking tablet, whatever. It's cheaper and it runs better. Well, maybe it doesn't run better, but it's not underpowered for the price that you're paying for it.
And I'm not trying to rip on the iPad. It just drives me nuts that they're trying to argue that we're going, beyond. We don't even need PCs anymore. I'm like, really? And not only that, I cannot see businesses even investing in Windows 8.
Get an iPad and try to do what I do on a daily basis on a PC on an iPad. I dare you. Do it.
Me
Good
too.
luck. Good fucking luck, douchebag. No, I'm just
Dude, and what I do every day? No way.
Well, Trevor, technically you're always like at home. People who get iPads are always on the go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they can't do what you can do on a PC. There's no way.
Well, they're not trying to do what you're doing on a PC. They're trying to do what they need to do on the tablet. That's why they get that.
Which is pretty much the same thing that you can do on a PC anyway. Or a laptop. Come on, at least a laptop, people. Like,
Well,
you can get those tablet laptops, like from HP. You know, the ones that had the rotating screen and use
Yeah,
Windows
like the one
7 on
Mr.
it?
Montgomery had. That was
Yeah.
awesome. The Dell Inspiron Duo, I think it was called.
Yeah, it can act as a tablet, but still had the power of a netbook at least. I mean, seriously,
Well, and
come
if-
on.
Yeah, and it had a keyboard and everything.
And if you're an Apple, if you have to stick, if you're an Apple fanboy, get like a MacBook Pro Lite. You know what I mean? Get a MacBook Air. If you want something really, really light. I mean,
But those
things
are
fit in a freaking.
expensive.
Yeah, but
No,
people are
everything
known to
Mac is. Mac is expensive, okay? That's, you know.
That's how it is. Yeah.
One
But
second.
no, they work. They work. They're reliable. They work. But it's just they're.
You know, they're good for image editing, but they are horrible at like video like
I don't know.
like
Man.
rendering because you can't play games on them because they get bottlenecked with their video. It's awful.
Like play Temple Run and then play like freaking, I don't know, not Crisis. I already overused that. Even Earth Defense Force on like a freaking, I don't know, freaking low end PC would look better.
You know what's
No.
stupid though? The MacBook Air. I mean, any of the MacBooks don't even come with optical drives anymore. So if you want to watch Blu-ray or anything, you're fucked.
You gotta do digital download only.
Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, all they got USB 3.0 and everything's Flash. Oh, that's freaking cool.
Well, Flash, don't even get me started with Flash. If you're watching videos through Flash all the time, you're dumb because it takes up so much CPU power. You're probably you're not even watching that at pretty much the full speed. If you're on a netbook and watching like some, dude, if you're on,
How is that true when it says it's
no, if you're on a
4K?
netbook and you're trying to watch like 720p or 1080p like video on Flash on YouTube, you're probably not even getting the full frames per second because that thing's bogging down the CPU so much since Flash is so CPU heavily invested.
Oriented.
I don't know.
Technically, dude, I'm not talking about Adobe Flash. I'm talking about Flash storage. You know that, right?
Well, Flash storage. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about Flash, but Flash
no.
Flash storage is good. They got SSDs now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why are you saying that when I'm reading right here? It says it's 4 times faster than the
No,
traditional.
I was talking about like Flash Player.
No,
But
no,
seriously,
like,
that
Apple
too,
is
that too.
against that. You should know that.
Flash.
So if anything, Apple hates that. But no, what
I'll
else?
show you Flash.
I'll flash you right now. I don't mind when girls flash me.
I'm gonna give you a Flash Gordon or a Flash Gordon.
That's fine. That's fine.
HM05.
Never mind. Yeah, HTML5 FTW LOL.
Well, no, I just don't. I don't see businesses. I don't recommend anybody get Windows 8. I really don't.
Well,
I
that
recommend
depends on the
if you get it-
demographic though, because if you're
Well-
just like a entertainment PC kind of like home user and you got like one of those all-in-one monitors with a touchscreen, or you know you're hooking it up to like a home stereo system with like a big HD TV and you were using like a remote or something, go for it. That's just fine. But if you're trying to do a standard PC, like playing some games, video editing, something, it doesn't really work with the keyboard and mouse from what I've seen.
Well, and
And what
also it's like, you know, if you use a tablet, go for one. If you like the layout of it, but I suggest you just play around with it before you buy it. Try the beta version before you download it, or go out and buy it and install it. You know, just make sure you do it on a
version's
computer.
going to be over here real quick with the release of it. So.
I know. I'm just saying. But another thing is like, well, I don't know. You might be able to get like a trial version of it. What I'm saying is though, make sure there's this guy on a podcast that installed it. You know, he got an email from Microsoft, went and installed it, and didn't realize that he installed it on his main computer, and then he couldn't go back to Windows 7. I was like, really, you dumbass?
Well, you got to have like another hard drive or something to try it out with.
Yeah, and he didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Some of these people are not everybody's just, you know.
Well, wait, you said he was like a video dude on YouTube showing PC tutorials and stuff?
No. It's a completely different guy. This is
I was going to
Theo
say.
Laporte Twit podcast, and some guy called him up and he's like, you know, I got this email from Microsoft saying that the Windows 8 came out and you can download it and try it if you want to. So he downloaded it, installed it, and it, you know, replaced his current operating system, and now he doesn't know how to go back. I was like, first of all, you should have installed it on another hard drive or a separate computer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you want to play around with computers, you gotta have a know-how, the basic gist of how things go.
Well, and it was stupid because the guy didn't even know it was like a trial or beta version because he was complaining about all these bugs he had. I was like, really? But no, I am not gonna upgrade to it. I'm like, even $40, it kind of makes you think that, You know, either
Well,
Microsoft...
$40 is a good deal, I guess, because
Well,
you know it's $40
yeah,
against like
if
Windows
you
XP when it
benefit-
came out $200 or something like that.
No, I'm not
And then
complaining about it.
Windows
When I heard...
7's 120.
Yeah,
Well,
when I heard
Windows
that
7's
price-
okay.
When I heard that price, I was impressed. I was not impressed, but I was surprised that it was that low. 'Cause I was expecting like $100 or 130. So
Yeah.
anyway, so Bobby, tell them what I did for you. By the way, what very very essential upgrade that we did for your computer to Windows 7. And he was actually able to use his extra 4 gigs of RAM. So, Bobby, have you noticed quite a bit?
No, he had 2. He has 6.
I said, yeah, he was able to upgrade by 4 gigs.
Wait, doesn't
6 gigs.
32-bit uses 4, not 2?
Do we put a...
It uses
4-bit on
3.
6 gigs?
It uses 3, but if you do something in one of the system files, it'll accept 4.
Yeah, mine used...
But remember, I have a 4, and it didn't want to run on just the 4. I don't know why.
So wait,
I got 2
6 gigs.
4s.
You have 6 gigs, don't you?
Oh, you tried 1 stick of RAM?
Yeah.
Dual channel. You had to have 2. Your motherboard is a dual channel RAM.
Well, I had it running on 1 card of 2.
Well, then some exceptions, like if you have the dual channel RAM, but I'm pretty sure that dual channel RAM you gotta have 2.
But
So,
I put the 2 and the 4 in at once, but it kept blue screening, so...
Bobby, have you noticed quite a difference, though, when it comes to...
Yeah, actually, it's quite a bit faster.
That's great, huh? So what, have you
And I don't have a... I don't have a...
Son?
What?
Have you
Yeah,
got-
all the Windows updates finally finished, and I got most of my stuff reinstalled, so...
Also, since we did the last podcast, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was, I have Windows 7 now, and as I was saying before, it's Windows Vista Service Pack 2.
Service Pack 3, you mean?
Let me check. I keep on going back and forth, and I'm gonna run over here to my laptop and check.
That's what I was wondering, because I thought you said they had a Service Pack 2 for Vista, so technically Windows 7 is, in other words, Service Pack 3.
I don't have a small enough screwdriver to unscrew these...
Oh yeah, so it basically is Service Pack 3 that you have to pay for.
I
Cause
just remember talking about that the other day.
Yeah. All it is Vista with less annoying user account control and a new taskbar and new Windows Interro features. Besides that, it's the same thing.
And I never used Vista long enough. I mean, I was excited about it when it came out. I mean, come on. XP was out forever, in my opinion.
Dude, XP has to die.
Yeah, it just needs to die. Even though for some reason it's still maintaining a...
It's a pretty impressive operating system to be maintained that long.
Well, for being maintained that long, it's impressive. But you know, when I ran it on this modern hardware I got right here, and I wanted it to die. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Well,
and then I also don't like it on my Dell over here because it just runs so slow. Overall.
I don't know. I didn't notice that big of a problem with it, and to be honest, I don't see much difference now, even though I have Windows 7 now.
It just
in
used
speed
to drive
anyway. But that's only because of my extra 4 gigs of RAM, really. And even that.
Did you know on XP when you type in your password and log in, it doesn't preload everything in beforehand, so it's like loading all the taskbar and blah 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 blah. And it's sitting there screwing around, loading everything. You can't click on anything for like 5 minutes. In Windows 7, when it loads Windows, it loads up your desktop while doing so, and then so you can just you log in and you're ready to go. You don't have to sit there and wait for 5 minutes.
I still do. I still do because it loads my taskbar and all that kind of stuff, but all of the programs that start up at that point when you first get to your screen. So,
yeah, all the programs do that. But
there's so many of them that I have to sit there and just wait because my USB doesn't start up until like very end.
So I wonder if they're gonna release an iPhone this year.
An iPad?
I know, no iPhone.
Trevor, I don't have a small enough screwdriver for these dang screws.
Bobby, too bad you're not over here. I definitely have a small enough one.
I got this really
you
tiny
could
one.
probably just use your penis because it's so small.
Shut up, Trevor. I'm pretty sure it'd be big enough. I'm pretty sure it'd be bigger than yours.
Let's not go there.
You're the one that brought it there. Well...
You probably just take your pants off in front of us because you can.
Dude, I like looking at all the iPhone rooms.
Okay, for a minute there, I was about thing that you're about to say you like looking at.
What's cool is, dude, did you know that iPad with the iOS 6 release, once they get it out, that the iPads will have Siri on it? That's pretty cool. I like that feature.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that means
but
it's gonna be
is it-
$100 more.
let's do a spoof real quick. But does it have Flash?
No, of course
No.
iPad doesn't have Flash. But Flash is
Rage.
outdated according to Apple.
Well,
That
you know
means
what?
Flash.
Half the even though I don't really like Flash because it takes up so much CPU and it runs
it's
slow on
so
even
slow.
like slightly outdated computers,
Or
and
Android.
everything on the internet is Flash.
Exactly.
Yeah,
everything.
we need to convert to a new system. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we used to go on like pure Java, and that was awful.
Hey, what is
Yeah.
IPv6 though, man? I heard that we're gonna like start converting to that.
Not
got
really,
IPv4.
because we've had that forever. But V4, we won't be running out of IP addresses very quick at all since they keep on changing.
So what's the difference between IPv4 and IPv6? What's the point?
There's more variables, so you can have more computers.
Oh, so it's just like a longer IP.
But none of the yeah, it's basically like a longer IP, but nothing uses it
Oh, okay, that's stupid.
whatsoever. It's pretty useless right now.
Oh, they just have it, but they don't use it in case they.
Yeah,
Okay, I was
just
just
there
curious.
just in case.
No, because I saw. I mean, you see it on your computer when you go in to check your IP addresses and your DNS.
Yeah.
But I just noticed it's never being used. So.
I'm pretty sure we're talking gibberish right now.
Excuse me.
Anyway, let's go back to. You guys can go back to games since Bobby is here. You might as well take advantage of that because of his knowledge and his if he wants to contribute. So, what games have you been playing lately, Bobby?
Terraria.
Terraria, and Terraria.
Anything else?
Sims 3. I played that a bit.
How does that run any better on your computer now? That
Well, I haven't played it yet. It just finished installing like earlier today, and I've been busy installing other stuff. So
So do you think games will play better since you do have that upgrade in RAM?
I think the only thing I'll notice a difference on is XSplit for streaming because now the stereo mix will work. So that
Well, actually, that's not part of the RAM.
No, it's the
We're
RAM
talking
would.
RAM here.
Oh, I'm talking Windows 7.
Windows 7, yeah, because this only supports Vista and 7 for the stereo mix.
Exactly. So
Even though
you
stereo
can-
mix does actually exist in
Yeah, but my video card doesn't have it. So
you output your sound through your video card.
Oh,
uh,
it's audio. What are you talking about your video?
no, because it's not a. I don't have a sound card.
Well, what about the integrated audio?
Well, yeah, the integrated audio. I don't know what. Never mind.
So
Why'd you say
your
sound?
integrated audio doesn't support stereo sound, you're saying, or what?
Stereo mix. Yeah.
Well, what I've noticed when I went from we both have you got Realtek for the sound, right?
No, via.
Oh, but it had like when I opened it up in XP, it had the very similar look to yours, and it didn't have a stereo mix anywhere. But then I upgraded to Windows 7, and it's pretty much the exact same interface that I have on my laptop over here, so I know how to work it. But yeah, I think it's just a Vista or Vista and 7 feature.
Yeah. So I couldn't. So yeah, I couldn't. You couldn't like hear the game music or anything. You could just hear me talking, and
I bet that was a problem.
yeah, it was. And also now
Yeah,
what
don't
was
listen
it?
to me.
Now with the extra RAM, the games might run a little better, but I don't think it'll help all that much.
Because
Maybe
they're
a little.
running at their max anyway, right?
You know what's kind of cool?
Yeah.
Firefox.
The games were have a 2 gig recommended anyway, so whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you won't notice too much. The only probably thing you probably notice is if you got like a more powerful video card. You know what I mean? But you'll be able to, your computer will be able to handle a lot more when it comes to memory. But no, you know what's cool? Firefox just released their browser for Android, so that's cool. Only I can really benefit from that because you guys don't have a phone.
With Android.
Well,
No,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
Android.
We all have dumb phones, except for Waka, who has an iPhone. Jelly.
Jelly. Dude,
Jelly.
Jelly.
speaking about that, their newest
My-
operating system is called Jello. Man, they have the most random names for Android
Who?
OS.
Yeah. What? Android?
Yeah, their Android, their newest one is, I think it's 4.0.6 is called Jello. I think. I could be a little off by the numbers, but...
You want to hear one common complaint that I've heard from Mac users?
Yeah, sure.
You know how
You
many
can't play any
freaking
video games on it?
Yeah, besides the fact that you can't play video games on it worth shit,
You
except
can't?
for pretty
Or-
much
None
the
of them
video
play
hardware
on
that
there.
the video hardware that comes with it is like freaking what was it, that jumbled junk he had? He had a GeForce 9600 GT. That's freaking old.
Are we talking about MacBook Pro or MacBook
It was
Lite?
like no, he had the desktop, I think, because it had a card.
The Mac
Yeah, I have a-
Pro.
We
Okay.
have a MacBook.
And also, I don't
Yeah,
like how they have the
we have,
all-in-one, like everything in the monitor design. Where's the expandability?
Well, hold on. Can you not put like a custom video card in there? Can you not go buy one and put
But
it
you
in
could
there?
probably go buy one, but you probably have to figure out some Mac-specific one or something
That's
like that.
stupid
And
because
besides
you've already
half
paid so much for the computer.
that, then half the games don't support Macintosh anyway.
Eh, I don't know. Most of the modern ones do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they.
A lot of
But
games
they'd be
don't
no-
even
they-
play on it though.
They'd be no good because of the fact that when you do video and stuff, it's like they have this bottlenecking in their video software. It's awful.
Actually, this is the current video card that's in the MacBook Pro, Trevor. It's ATI Radeon HD 57070.
Yeah, that's outdated.
507070.
That is outdated. They're on like the
Yeah, it's
8000
128
series, not the
bits.
5000 series.
Yeah, it's only a 128-bit system. Processing
Yeah,
power.
it probably has like a gig of RAM or something. Not that that's bad, or 512 or something.
Yeah, it's got a gig GDDR5 amount of RAM. That's the frame buffer memory. And then,
Yeah,
it's
it
processing
pretty much comes
power.
with it pretty much comes up with outdated technology. What's the CPU that comes with it?
Hold on, let me check. I'm on their website right now. Let me
It's
do
probably
the
an
cost.
Intel like.
That's
like
sad for how much you
Duo.
pay for it, you know? Let me
Was
see.
it like a Core 2 Duo?
No, well, I'm trying to check.
Better
Um,
not be.
The baseline comes with a 8-core that runs at 2.93 gigahertz.
An
the-
8 core.
Yeah, the Mac Pro, which I'm looking at right now.
Let me guess, it's an AMD CPU.
It doesn't actually
Excuse
say. It just says Mac Pro, 12-core, 3.06 gigahertz, which is sad for a 12-core processor. That's 1.3 times faster than the Mac.
Well, I don't know if it has 12 cores. Maybe it's just 6 cores with hyper-threading. I'm betting you that's what it is.
Well, here, man, you can look at it yourself. I'm just reading what they say on
Well,
it.
they'll say 12 cores because with hyper-threading enabled, and you go in the task manager and look at your CPU, it'll actually show 12 cores because the hyper-threading allows you to run 2 more threads.
And they're also coming with 12 gigs of RAM, that higher end 12-core.
Hmm.
So it would probably
The
be...
CPU power is good, but
yeah, but the graphics is like handicapping that CPU power. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's sort of like a bottleneck. Yeah.
Do you guys even have any experience? And it looks like they only offer solid-state drives anyway. Do you guys have any experience with the OS X or the OS on a Mac? I have
No.
none. I have never.
No.
Well, actually, I have had experience with one of my friends' laptops at school or something like that.
It's just
I
so
don't know.
different. Yeah.
But it's kind of difficult to get used to after running with Windows. But apparently people say once you go Mac, you can't go back. Yeah, I can. Anyway,
You go black. You go in a wheelchair.
Dude, can I tell you something? The 12-core, here's its standard configuration, okay? So it's 2.4 gigahertz, 6-core Intel Xeon.
Xenon, isn't that like isn't that a
So it's
dude,
two.
Xenon? Either that's a server CPU, either that, or that one's from like before the Core i3
God, I
Core
almost got
5.
crushed
Yeah,
by
because it's
cake.
got 2 of those for the 12-core processor
It's got 2 of them, so it's got 2 physical processors.
together. Yeah.
So it's both just 2 6 cores, are probably.
And anyway, the quad core is 3.2 gigahertz Intel Xeon. How do you say that? Xeon?
Xenon,
Yeah, Eon. Sorry, say it again.
not Neon, it's Xeon.
Xeon.
Okay.
Okay. Turbo
Xeon.
boost dynamic performance up to 3.46 gigahertz. And you're right, it's hyper-threading technology for up to 8 virtual cores.
Yep.
So what's a virtual core in comparison to like the physical cores? Is that just...
Because your one CPU core can run one thread, which is one thing at a time, basically, right?
yeah.
Hyperthreading enables you to use the other part of the core that's not being used at that same time for that one application. Maybe it's using like 40% of the CPU. It'll allow another program to use the rest of that at the same time. It's basically another virtual core. It's using more the CPU power, but for some reason it comes up as another core, even though I don't really understand how that works because it's still one core. Because I have my Dell Pentium 4 here, and it's a single core processor, and it has hyper-threading enabled, and it shows 2 cores, and there's only one.
What's weird is they even the Radeon, even their newest or the most expensive video card you can upgrade is only like a 5780, so it's not even that high.
Yeah, there's the 8000s, and that's like the 5000 series.
Yeah, see, their newest, sorry, I'm trying to
But imagine if they put an 8000 series card in that Mac. You know how much they would overcharge for that?
Even for what they have, they're overcharging.
Minds.
Trevor,
oh God, I don't want to get crushed by that.
Dude, for what they already have, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, so the newest card's a 5870 with only 1 gig of RAM.
But so basically, I don't understand why someone would want to buy an overpriced piece of hardware that's outdated anyway.
Well, guess how much the base one is $2,500. The 12th core is $3,800. Guess how much the server is $3,000.
A lot.
Yeah. And
I'm
people
not
buy
going
it,
Mac.
And a Mac is $1,200. The 27-inch Mac running at 3.1 gigahertz is $2,000.
This is why the PC is more successful right there.
Could you imagine how much of a PC I could get for $3,800?
Dude, you can get one that would blow the Mac the fuck apart.
Exactly.
Dude, it'd blow it the fuck apart 8 times over.
Yes, you get a cannon and blow it apart.
The pieces of it would be the size of atoms.
Dude, that would be stupid.
No, it would be the freaking size of quarks.
Of the atom?
Oh,
the atom.
Yeah.
Oh God, I fell.
MacBook's new computer. The new MacBook. The atoms.
You see all those really, really high-tech, really high-end gaming PCs? And then that's like a $1,500 right there compared to like a $2,000 Mac that doesn't do shit.
Dude, my $1,100 desktop...
Exactly.
My $1,100 desktop I'm building will outperform this thing. Just because it has 12 cores doesn't give a shit. Its graphics is handicapping it. And not only that, the only reason why I like Apple is because their iPods and iPhones. That's it.
Yeah, the most successful runaway success is all the iPods and stuff. That's probably where they're getting all their money from.
Yeah, and I hate iTunes. I hate it. I like the Zoom program better than the actual iTunes. So.
Well, I'm okay with iTunes, but it kind of runs kind of slow sometimes, like freezes up. I don't know.
See, dude, you know what's weird is I've had so many problems on this desktop. I'm running it on my 512 megabyte desktop. I mean my laptop. I'm running iTunes on my old laptop, Dell Inspiron, and it's running better than it does on this thing.
I don't understand.
Holy fuck, I don't want to go there.
Well, it doesn't run better. It's a little bit slower, but I'm every time I try to plug my iPod into this desktop, the computer recognizes it as a hard drive, but iTunes doesn't. And I was just tired of trying to find out why.
That's because it's proprietary. They don't want you to use their other kind of devices and blah, 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 blah. I don't know. But anyway, I didn't really specify what...
No!
What's your problem? Okay.
I'm playing Kirby's Epic Yarn, and I'm falling. And when you fall, you want to kill everyone.
Because you lose all your beats. I don't know.
Do we need to change the subject here so we can get Waka and Bobby more?
One more thing though, because like
yeah, go ahead.
I didn't say what I was originally gonna say because we all went off on this rant of shit. So what I've heard complaints with is that Mac OS X.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
OS
they have
X,
it's like
what?
10.0.1.2, 10.0.1.3, and there's just like 500 billion different kinds of Mac OS X's. Why don't they just go Mac OS X1 or XI or something like that? Why don't they do something like that instead of releasing one like every other half a year and just making the numbers?
At least if you wanted to upgrade, if you had the iOS or the OS before OS X, it only cost you $20 upgrade. At least it's not costing you like $1,600 upgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
still, it's ridiculous.
You say that Windows is ridiculous, like say $120 over those like 4 years that when Microsoft's been developing that next version of Windows, you probably would have paid the same amount of money anyway.
I mean, would you even been able to play?
8 times 20.
Yeah. Well, dude, you're already spending so much for the computer. That's how they're making the money. But dude,
Oh,
I got a question for you. Would you even be able to play Crysis on that Mac? That
Nope.
$2,500 Mac I just bought?
Well, actually, you'd run it on low, possibly, with that video card, the 5000 series card. Yeah.
I just think it's stupid for how much you're paying for, and you're not even getting what you're paying for.
Yeah. Anyway, what shall we talk about now?
Something that Waka and Bobby want to talk about.
Pokemon.
What have we been playing this week?
Oh, yeah. Who?
Well, Bobby
We
already
just had Bobby first.
Well, Bobby finished that, didn't he?
Yeah, so Waka,
No.
what have you been playing, man? Include your stream too.
EDF been playing. Playing Kirby right now because I have had my Kirby fix for this week, and EDF
EDF and Kirby. Yes.
And you've been streaming that. You've been playing
and
that.
Pokemon.
Well, you've
Actually,
been playing.
he's been on Adam Agro's stream, aka
Yeah.
Red South City.
Well, who else did you play with? You played with Adam Aggro,
Grimlock Hero, Donovan Viper.
The Donovan Viper.
The
Which-
Donovan Viper.
His voice, you know, when I heard his accent,
Comatose.
I did not imagine Donovan looking like that he does in his Twitter picture. He just does not look like he'd have that voice. It's weird. Anyway,
Go watch some of his videos.
I know. Then you know what I mean, though, when you hear somebody, you don't imagine them looking that way. It always surprises you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Waka, we need to get to know you more. I think most of our listeners will know you already, though. You know what I mean?
Something.
Yeah,
But Waka, how long you been playing games? Basically your whole life. Cool.
pretty much.
And that's what you spend most of your time doing. I don't know. What should we ask Waka? Let's see.
I don't know. Isn't it my turn to say what I've been playing?
Sure, go ahead.
I don't care.
Yeah, Trevor, what have you been playing this week?
Christ.
I have been playing everything on my freaking PC. I have been playing Pokemon Gold. I have been playing VVVVV. I've been playing EDF, Insect Armageddon. I've been playing a little bit of Crisis here and there. Let me open my Steam so I can see all my games and attempt to... Oh yeah, I've been playing SimCity 4. You know how I was bitching and moaning yesterday about how that SimCity 4 disc got broken? I found my other copy, so I've been playing that today a little bit, which is awesome because I love SimCity 4. And then I played some Half-Life just a bit, and then I played some.
Portal.
I played Portal. I streamed all the way through Portal in 2 days.
Dude, I got a question for you. Is SimCity 4 above SimCity 3000?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
basically 4,000.
Okay,
And then
I was just
Societies is above that.
Societies can suck my balls.
I have Societies.
curious. You know what? The whole world could suck your balls for all you fucking care. You're still so
Yeah,
fucking-
I could. They could, as long as they don't have freaking AIDS of the mouth.
You know what? The whole society, the whole world can kiss my ass for all including you,
Yeah.
Waka. Just kidding.
You know, and I've also been playing
Oh.
Tribes Ascend, which is a free-to-play PC shooter, first-person shooter on the PC on
Which
Steam.
Bobby needs to get.
And play with me.
Yes.
Whoa.
And play with me. Ah,
Oh!
ah. Oh, I think I popped. What's up?
I was hoping to. Anytime I do that, Trevor just automatically starts doing that. It's fun.
Oh yeah, I've been playing some Counter-Strike Source 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 1, Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 3, derp, and then Battlefield Bad Company 2, and that's just about it. And I don't want to go go on.
Bad Company 2.
Bad Company 2.
I completely fucked
Oh yeah,
up.
and I played like about 2 hours of Oblivion too. Oblivion 1, but also.
So what are
Oblivion
mainly the
number
games
1.
you've been streaming, though? You've been streaming Terraria, which you left out. You've been streaming Oblivion. No, you didn't stream that.
No, I've been streaming Terraria,
Portal
and then I
and
played
Pokemon,
Portal,
and
Pokemon, VVVV, EDF.
Which is he's getting really good at, by the way. He's
VVV, I can go through the game in 50 minutes.
Speed run.
well, he's
I need
getting
to do
frustrated a lot
speed.
less, so
Dude, I've seen speedruns of 15 minutes, no deaths.
yeah, right.
Wow.
No, I'm not
Well,
joking you.
It's insane. They must play it.
It wasn't a TAS either.
It's insane.
A TAS
How do
being
you
a tool
speed run a
system.
game like that, though?
You just play as fast as you can and
Oh.
beat it as fast as you can.
That's insane. Can you even go that fast, even if you're good?
15 minutes? Yeah, if you know exact routes and you know if you don't screw up at any point, yeah.
And you're not really
Or you don't die.
anything extra. Yeah.
You can't die.
I mean, you can do
That
Super
means you have to
Mario
get that
64 a lot
trinket. You
faster.
really
You just
quick.
can't worry about all the coins and everything.
Yeah. It's just
Someone
about like
speed ran Ocarina of Time in 20 minutes, I think.
probably glitched
Shoot.
it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep, they
It's
glitched.
crazy.
Game away, though.
Dude, if it's a game like that and they beat it under like 4 hours, they glitched.
Yeah.
They used a little
They
bit.
can. I've
some-
seen a speedrun, a tool-assisted speedrun with major glitching. Pokemon Blue, Red, and Yellow
No
under
way.
18 seconds.
Holy.
What the?
You know how they do this? You know how they
What?
do this?
Odd.
Okay, they get
They
out. Of
save
the,
before the Elite Four and then they play it.
No. That's not how it works there. You start a new game, start in the home, right? And
Yeah.
they save the game immediately, but they turn it off when it's saving at the exact right moment, right? So where it glitches the game and reset it, they go back to the game, right? And then look in the pack, and it's a bunch of garbage because basically the pack is viewing the game's RAM. So if you switch a few of those items in the RAM, they correspond to the bits and bytes in the RAM. You gotta have the know-how, know what's going on. Switch a few of them around,
Oh, yeah.
and it'll basically trick the game into thinking that you are in the end area where you're registering your Pokemon. So bam, you're done.
It's insane.
Like you change it around, and then like
What's the point of playing the game then?
well, it's just to prove a point, like see how
Yeah.
fast you play the game.
It's just to do it. 'cause you
Well,
can.
with the action replay, I could probably beat Pokemon Diamond in about a half an hour.
Same here.
What's action replay?
You just,
It's
well,
a cheat.
You
It's
just got to
everything
you gotta have
cheats,
like
pretty
the
much.
experience plus over 9,000. I don't know.
well, cause
We
see,
gotta have
like,
experience
no,
plus.
'cause
Power
wait,
And
We're
walk
over
through
that.
walls.
you don't need that. Yeah,
experience.
you use the walk through walls. You start main town. You go straight to the Elite Four, no turning or anywhere, and then
No
use the thing.
deaths.
Right. Well, just walk to the Elite Four without going anywhere, and except that, and then you walk through the wall.
Catcher's Pokemon.
You walk past the badge guy, just walk through the wall, and then every single one of the opponent, and then just walk all the way up to the champion, because you can walk through the walls, right? So
Yeah.
Mark
you
through
just
the
go up to.
champion.
No, you can't because the game will take you over, right? As soon as you walk in the door, right? When you're going up to Cynthia, but there's a cheat in the action replay list that if you press a button, the opponent's
have
Pokemon
to.
will the opponent's Pokemon will instantly die. So you just do that for all 6 of them and then keep going and you're done.
Yeah.
Hey, Trevor, do people like speedrun like games like Call of Duty or any of those? You know what I mean?
I doubt
they
it.
can.
I
If
mean, it
that-
would take a
I
lot
mean-
longer.
If not, just get 6. Use your action replay to get TMs of Quick Attack and Endeavor. Catch
Yeah.
6 Starly. Put Quick Attack and Endeavor on all of them with Focus Sashes that you also hacked. And then just do it like that and defeat Cynthia's team with Fear Pokemon.
No, that's funny.
I love
I
doing that.
like how you do that. Like how they don't even have a TM for quick attack.
No, but with action replay, you can make TMs for Spatio
Anything.
Rend and Seed Flare. I did that. So I taught my Palkia Seed Flare. It was funny.
I love the action replay.
I know. Me too. Until it freaking raped my scores on Super Mario 64 DS. You know the mini games. It raped my
Yeah.
scores because I was like, I have too many games that are locked, and I'm too lazy to go and find those bunnies. So I'm gonna unlock them all. Erases all my scores and unlocks them all.
Well, and when I was playing Pearl, I accidentally walked into the wrong. I used the walk through walls to get to the battle zone too quickly, right? Or past or through the boat or whatever. So it froze. And now even if I don't even have the action replay in or whatever, and I take the boat to battle zone, it'll instantly freeze.
Huh.
So you broke your game.
You
Yeah.
broke it.
I had to restart it. So
Yeah. Well, what was the other thing I did? Okay, there's a game called Mech Assault Phantom War for the DS. It's basically, if anybody's played Mech Assault on the Xbox, it's like that except on the DS, but you can have it so you can fire everything without having to reload anything. So you have the Gauss rifles, and it's just going bum, 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 and if you fire too much, you'll freeze the game. Because there's so much on the screen that it slows it down so far. It runs out of RAM for the shots and just...
well,
Oh,
if I use console commands in Skyrim and make 1 million sweet rolls appear, it crashes.
Yeah,
My game gets
That's on your
killed by sweet
computer?
rolls. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. It just
I don't-
crashes
I
the
don't
emulator,
know.
not your computer, right?
I
would
don't know
try
if that's
it.
your computer, though, because your computer would run it very, very slow. It's just the engine that crashes.
Oh, okay.
Right,
so
my
it's not
game
actually
Your
crashed.
computer would simulate all that physics, but it'd just be like 1 frame per second or something like that.
So
my game crashes, and then as soon as I try doing something, it freezes. It's like not responding or whatever. So.
Trevor, you know what's sad?
But come on, like a million
Loading
sweet
up,
rolls. My game was crashed by sweet rolls.
Even loading up Spider Solitaire, where it has like higher graphics since 107, but not really.
Actually, that's been since Vista.
Well, oh yeah, I agree with that. Sorry, I've never I've never really had that much experience with Vista, so I just consider Windows 7.7 the only experience I've had. That didn't make any sense. What I'm saying is my computer even has a hard time doing the graphics of this game, showing the card stealing and all that 3D effect and all that. Do you know what I mean?
No. If your computer is having a hard time with that, wow.
That's sad, huh?
I don't know. My laptop handles it just fine. That's all integrated, of course.
I mean, it's doing okay now. It's just because I think I had something loading while it was loading up, so maybe that considered it.
That probably made it that way.
Yeah, I just think it's sad that my computer has, problems doing what it already is doing, so. I'm probably going to, Trevor, I'm probably going to notice a huge difference once I get my computer built.
Oh, dude, you won't even know what your computer...
It'll be so awesome, you couldn't even be like, oh my gosh, what is the extent of my awesomeness?
I won't even be able to take advantage of it.
How did I use this piece of crap?
I won't even know what it's capable of, so...
You'd never be able to touch that old one again, ever.
Well, actually, I've been able to touch my Pentium 1, or Pentium MMX from when I was like a really little kid. No, that's fun to play with. You can play old games and stuff.
That's what I like about you, Trevor. You still like playing with the old technology, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, I don't think you should get a new case, because that's really cool, like how it's like awesome, but like in an old case.
It's kind of funny, because you know how they call cars sleepers, where it looks really slow on the outside, but it's really, really fast? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of what Trevor's got going on. I love the look of it. But yet, for cooling and efficiency, he needs to get a new case.
Yeah, this one doesn't even have any case fans in it. I have to have the side off to keep it cool. I was going to make a video about it, but I'm just going to wait until I get a decent case for it to make a video, because, this is my new PC.
And everybody on YouTube's like, why you got it in that case? Why you got it in that case? I'm like, really?
What the fuck is
that?
that?
I'm going to get a new one? I just couldn't afford it right away. Yeah, people are idiots like that.
I won't throw this one away. I'll probably just put one of my Pentium 4 motherboards in it.
And slowly build it up. That'd be cool.
Because I have, let me go over here. I have 2 other Pentium 4 boards over here. And a Pentium 3 that I need to put in the kit. No, wait. I have... Oh, wait. Okay, no, I have 2 Pentium 4s and then a dead motherboard. Actually, no, it's not dead either, is it? Shit. It's the
Yay!
It's the compact. The compact. It actually survived. So it's an AMD Sempron board, or a socket 939 or 939 board.
I can't
You're
say
speaking a different language for me.
Yeah, it basically accepts AMD chips like the Athlon 64.
Hey, shut up.
Hey, but it has the Sempron in it.
But do you know what's funny? It's like every time I can't even say AMD without puking. That's weird, huh? AMD. But no, Trevor, you know what's cool? Trying to get those old computers, like taking that old Dell and trying to beef it up as much as you can. Like, I know it's still going to be nothing compared to what's now. It's just like you'd say, hey, back then, this was a decent computer.
Well, I can put it has like about almost 200 gigabytes of space on it, and I don't use it for games or anything, so it's like really empty. So I put all my music and stuff on it and put it on my network so I can grab whatever I want off the Dell from my other computers.
Don't have to handle that, you know.
Yeah, because I used to use my Pentium as a music player, basically. Had it hooked up to the speakers, and it was playing the music from the Dell.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. That's cool.
Because this thing only has a 3 gig hard drive on it.
You know what's funny, dude, is at our Macy's where we work, the Bride Consultants computer where you can look up the registries and do work on it, has, those Dell Optiplex GX, like 620s or whatever there are? Yeah, the
Optiplex ones that have, like, the grill on the front.
Yeah, and, they're kind of smaller ones that usually put monitors on top of them.
Oh, they're the low-profile desktop.
Yeah, it's in the library of our school. Sorry, Watkins. Yeah. Still left out. That one there has an Intel Pentium 4 with 5...
Sorry, I was just zoning out for a second.
So I know that you're still left out when we're talking about this. You don't even know what computer we're talking about when I say inside our library at our high school. Well, anyway, Trevor, this one's got, 500... I think it's got a gig of RAM. And what's weird about it is I was going to check the specs on it, and it's running at like 3.2 gigahertz. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy crap! I didn't even know they ran at that.
Pentium 4s can get up to like 3.8.
Is that good for back then? Was that a
Yeah,
fat PC?
that's actually a lot better than my 2.4 over here.
That's incredible. I mean, to be in one of those smaller, low-profile computers.
Those low-profile desktops have blower coolers on top of the CPUs.
Oh, okay. To keep it cooler.
That keeps it cool. Those things move air. Like, okay, one time when the heatsink of one of those low-profile computers that my dad has broke off,
Yeah.
he was about to throw it away because it was overheating and shutting itself off. All I needed to do was super glue the posts together because the plastic for the posts that hold the heatsink down on the CPU is busted. But anyway, a little super glue fixes everything, you know.
Yeah. Still get it on yourself.
And duct tape. Duct tape fixes everything too.
Duct tape is the
duct
best
tape
thing
wouldn't hold
ever
it down
created by man.
hard enough.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, when those things started up, because they knew they were like overheating, dude, the fans on those things, there was a fucking wind coming out of those things.
Yeah. You kind of have to, though, for all
It would blow your hat off.
Well, that's kind of over-exaggerated.
Well, that was an exaggeration, but holy crap, that thing had some nuts.
Yeah, and yeah. No, I wasn't thinking it was going to have that fast of a processor. I mean, compared to what we have now, it's not fast. But back then,
Well, I have a 3.1 gigahertz, but it's quad core, so it's a lot faster anyway.
Yeah. It's just for a Pentium 4 back then. For that computer, it wasn't bad, you know.
Well,
But
the Optiplex series of computers from Dell back then were pretty good.
Yeah. Even those low profile.
Dude, I remember when like Pentium 3s came out and they were the shit.
I don't remember that.
When I was like around, Pentium 2s were like high end, and I had the Pentium MMX back when I was a kid.
Dude, why is it that I saw like a laptop on Netgear?
Trevor.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Trevor, guess what computer my parents had when they first like moved out?
386 or 286.
They had the Commodore 64.
Oh, that's not a PC. That's a computer.
Whatever.
The PC would be a PC. Commodore 64 is a computer from Commodore. It's not PC standard. But that'd be cool if they had a 286 or a 386.
Do you
The
know
first PC came out with an 8088, which is below the 286.
So, Trevor, can I tell you something?
Sure.
On Newegg.com, I saw a deal on a computer, and it had it was a laptop. I don't remember it was some brand I never even heard of, but it was like $800, and it was originally like $1,100. Had an Intel i7, latest gen, but it was with 8 gigs of RAM, but it was only running like 2.10 or like 2.10.
2.8.
3, yeah, 2.8. It just seems slow though.
Well, that's because it's the mobile version. You can't stick a full-sized desktop CPU in a laptop. They gotta downgrade the gigahertz to make it run cooler.
So is it still pretty fast though?
Yeah, it's still pretty fast. It's the fastest laptop kind around, but it's not going to be anywhere near besting a desktop.
True. That's why you always recommend going with desktop.
Yeah. Desktops are always more powerful than the laptops, unless you got a new laptop and a freaking old desktop.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Oops, I dropped my screwdriver.
Well, you've been screwing yourself, huh?
No, I'm actually putting the Pentium 3 motherboard back into its case. I'll start it up.
Oh, cool. You're multitasking. Most men can't do that.
I'm
going
talking
to go back to video games.
Sure, I guess. What kind of video games do you want to talk about?
Oh, no.
Well, Waka, you said you were playing Pokemon this week. What game are you playing?
Well, I was emulating, so I was playing 3 of them, and I was playing Chaos Black was the first one I started, and then Red.
That's a ROM hack, right?
Yep, of Fire Red. I picked it back up and played it today. And
you got to specify that for the very few viewers we have.
For listeners,
Yes.
yeah. Hey, Waka, what was I going to say? So are you playing this on the emulator then, or are you playing this like on your Game
Well,
Boy?
he has to play on the emulator because it's ROM
I
hack.
was playing I was playing on emulator. Well, no, because I found you can find.
Well, you can buy it, but like he doesn't have.
cartridge versions. But I don't.
What do you
have
mean by ROM hack though on a computer? I just thought you meant that you found a ROM hack for
It's
like the actual game.
Well, like it's a ROM hack. So basically, I took the code of the game and altered it to make it like a new game almost, but with the same engine, same sprites, same everything, but just a different kind of adventure.
Why would you all just
Yes.
so just to try
It's
it?
like going from Fallout 3 to Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, they changed the maps around. They made their own maps and stuff. So
made
there's
their own
puzzles
maps, made their
where
own characters, made new gym people and all that, you know.
Okay,
No.
guys,
Anyways,
Shit and die.
I'm gonna rip your head off and shit down your neck.
You're an
anyways,
inspiration for birth control.
So, guys.
So wait,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
off the Duke
Segment.
Duke talk. Enough Duke
Different
talk.
segment.
I was,
So
well,
What happened on the internet?
The masturbation segment.
Can we have a masturbation segment? I wouldn't mind.
You
Just
would.
kidding. Uh-huh, you know I would. I know where you guys live, too, so don't make too much fun.
Knows where everyone lives.
Yeah, I do.
He's the standard internet creeper.
I'm looking at, well, I'm more than just a standard. I'm like the
He's the professional.
elite. That's more than professional. Hey, Waka,
He's elite.
in fact-
He's elite.
I'm making a 3D model of a Waka's house right now using Google Maps, so and satellite. I'm looking at his house.
Probably
Google
the
Maps.
wrong
Right now.
one.
Can you tell me which room he lives? It's not even his mommy's house.
He's in his uncle's house.
Nope, not my uncle's house right now.
Oh.
You're in your mom's house, or your grandma's house, whatever it is.
Yep.
See, I know what he's doing.
He's
on
hacking the
podcast.
Google cameras in the sky.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm hacking FBI right now, the FBI database, and using their satellites to see your house from. Yeah.
The Creeper Chronicles.
Creeper.
Oh, you know you like it, man.
This segment's called the Creeper Chronicles.
The one weird thing about Waka is he likes being spied on. He likes you.
Oh, yeah.
Look at me while I'm beating off in my room.
No.
No.
Fortunately for me, they do not have X-ray vision. So, but I always imagine people naked anytime. Not just when I'm speaking on, on stage or in front of public. So,
Oh, geez.
Hopefully you
By the
don't
way-
imagine me naked, because that'd be kind of creepy.
actually,
Creepy.
I said everybody, and I'm not impressed by what my friends have down under. So
What?
whoa.
they're kind of lacking.
We still haven't gotten a soundboard guy on this podcast yet.
Soundboard?
I think
Yeah,
we,
not
haven't
really.
we
'Cause
had
I can't output with stereo mix and my
Talk.
headset, so I need to figure that out.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
you do. Okay, back to what you and Walker were talking about, Trevor.
No,
Die.
it was going to be, it was going to be fucking shit.
Fucking shit.
We're fucking.
Fuck
Yeah, fucking jet. No,
Fuck.
it was actually,
Fuck,
we were
yeah,
going
look,
to,
people who like to fuck shit. But go ahead.
we were talking about, interesting things on the internet.
That we've seen lately.
Yes.
Other than
Yes.
Two girls, one cup.
Oh,
Uh,
God.
I have actually never seen that. And
I don't.
I haven't either.
I'm sorry I brought this up.
No,
No,
I'm
no.
just asking. Have
Stop,
any of
no.
you guys seen it? We won't go into it, I promise. But have any of you guys seen it?
No,
I have.
No.
You?
Bobby?
No.
Trevor?
They, like, banned it on the internet, so there's, like, nothing. You can't find it anywhere.
Really?
Really?
On a website. That
Like, pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's nasty, because
they need
like,
to. That's,
one of my friends at
that's
school
some
just
porn.
saw it, and he went in the freaking details with that shit. Ugh.
You know who would go into details with that if they saw it?
Devin.
Carter. Yeah.
That's exactly
I don't
who
know.
told me about it.
Oh, really? That doesn't surprise. That's who I was thinking about too. That doesn't surprise me. And he probably did it. He just was like, probably came up to you and say, "Hey, guess what I'm going to tell you about?" And just probably.
No,
started
he like
talking
sat down to lunch. He was like, "Oh, dude, I watched Two Girls, One Cup." I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
You're
no.
like, "Oh, here we go."
No.
I always cheat on Spider Solitaire. You know,
So do I.
Makes me feel special.
me too.
The way I am special. So.
Actually, it makes me.
So...
Oh, I dissed myself. Oh.
Okay, I know we're still talking, but this podcast is starting to get sad. Let's get
Boom, shakalaka.
boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka.
Oh, bad inside joke. Oh. I'm gonna rape you.
Hey, Bobby, your mom's
What?
pudgy.
Don't thank me. They rape.
Oh, yeah? Well, I kicked your
I will.
monkey and used your goat.
You'll have to see the video. It's an inside joke.
Yeah.
So much inside jokes.
Okay.
We sell rakes. Own the rakes.
Shut up, Jizz Boy.
Yeah, we sell only rakes.
Shut up, Jizz Boy. Not everybody gets that inside joke. Huh?
We don't rape nobody.
Wow.
Ooh.
So your name starts with a C and ends with a T?
We gotta find red car.
Dude, you should play that video. We need to have all our viewers watch that video that you liked, all the dots. More dots!
No.
More dots! More dots! Make
More
sure
dots.
you get your
Onyxia
aggro.
wipe.
Adam Aggro is probably like, what the hell during that, you know? What the hell?
She's like,
Is his...
more aggro now. Anyway,
But if we get a soundboard, we need a boom
anybody wants to-
shakalaka button.
Yeah. This gonna have soundboard with the rape dude in it. But boom shakalaka.
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny watching...
Anybody who wants to watch this this
Oh.
aggro dots video, whatever, it's basically a bunch of people playing World of Warcraft and they're talking World of Warcraft language. It's called Onyxia Wipe Animation.
One
Spell
we're talking
X,
about is
and then
Rape
IA.
Man Forever parody.
You should send me a link to that. Well, you know what's funny, Waka, is actually I'm trying to keep track of, you know, what Bobby and Trevor say to see if there's anything they say more than once on every podcast. And then I'm going to find that in a podcast, write it down, and make our own soundboard of common stuff they say. That'd be hilarious.
Boom shakalaka.
on a fuck, dude.
They did it on Comedy Button, I know.
I don't give a fuck.
Which have you been listening to, Trevor?
I'm still looking for 2 fucks to give.
Dude, I need to get Trevor to say that seriously, and then, you know, cut it and clip it. Well, that sounded bad.
I don't give a fuck.
You know what,
No.
Trevor? Blow it out your ass.
You're gonna cut my fucks and clip me? You.
My catchphrases are dumbass, shove my foot up your ass, and blow it out your ass. Bobby doesn't have any. Aw. Or what's your catchphrases, Bobby?
Jizzed in my pants.
Okay.
Bobby's is okay.
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 He's like, I like Pokemon.
I like oranges.
I like oranges.
I like giraffes.
We shove them up my ass. And then peel. And then skin and shove it down my mouth like I'm something.
Doing the Origin games.
Ah!
Okay, that's your shit.
Bobby, shove it up my ass. Bobby, come on, shove it up my ass. Anyway,
no comment.
should we end this, guys, or should we keep going? Because it's kind of...
Well, you know, we were like talking about something, and then people got all like distracted and stuff.
Oh, what were
That's totally not the point of this podcast, and not...
Gotta get some PTSD. Pretty
thick and strong dick.
I've got one of those, so we already have one. Don't worry about it.
You would.
It's
Nah,
not
never
that I
mind. You
would,
would-
it's that
you
I got
wouldn't.
one.
You don't have wood.
Place got security
If you
up the
had
ass.
wood right now, that would be gay.
That would be. But dude, if there's any... If any of your junk do not twickle...
Twickle?
Yeah, if any of your guys' junk does not, like, twitch a little bit for the thought of, what's his name? Brad Pitt and...
What?
I'm trying
What?
Sorry. And Brad Pitt's, and what's the other guy's name? Shit, I'm trying to remember. Crap. And Matt Damon making out. I mean, that's beyond being gay. That's like art. You know what I mean?
Why
you're
are we
quoting
talking
Damon.
about this?
You're quoting fucking Daniel Tosh.
What's the other guy? That
Posh?
It's like...
Gay.
It's Brad Pitt and somebody else.
Gay.
It's some guy like,
Drunk.
Pitcom or something like that.
David Beckham.
David Beckham, yeah. If there's some guy's junk out there that does not just twitch to the thought of, like, Brad Pitt
Then
and
you're straight.
and who else?
David, yeah.
David
And
Beckham
it's Beckham, yeah.
making out and have it. I mean, if they had a child, they could call it like Pitcom. Thanks, Daniel Tosh, for that.
Shit come.
That's just not, dude. I mean, that is just not gay. That's art. That's art.
That baby is like baby Jesus with better abs.
Yeah, and not only that, if you were in the bathroom and those two were making out and you
Oh my
left
gosh.
and watch, you would be gay.
Oh my
Not
gosh. Why are we talking about this shit?
Because you know you like it. Because it's true.
This is nasty.
It's true shit. It's nasty shit.
Bullshit.
No, that's not bullshit. Unless we had a bull that was... Unless it was bestiality and they were both fucking a bull at the same time.
Boom shakalaka.
You got a bullshit
Okay.
dick.
Anyway, guys, I think we need to end this. So, anyway, thanks for joining us. This has been the Project Madness podcast.
And this has also been
Madness.
WakaWakaZing.
Waka
Yes.
Waka Zing!
Say my name
At
aggressively.
the podcast. So Trevor, go ahead and do the outro. You did the intro. Do the outro.
Bye-bye.
Say bye, Waka.
Goodbye.
See,
Project
Good night,
M.
this was the episode 6 of Project M Podcast. Have a good day, and like on the YouTube if you like it, and follow us on Twitter if you want to follow us on Twitter, and follow us on whatever the fuck. Follow
and
us on
share
YouTube.
this fucking
Follow us on-
episode with all your friends, because you know
Share
they're
with people if you liked it, and blah blah blah. And
You
if you're even
sure are
still
gonna
listening.
be pretty stupid if this isn't episode 6.
I just checked.
Okay.
I double checked right now.
Well, now I'm gonna look
Say
stupid
goodbye, everybody.
when I
Say goodbye. This is the end. Say goodbye, Bobby.
Bobby.
Bye.
My friend.
About time you respond.
Okay, I'm ending the recording in 3, 2, 1. WakaZing!